Hello. Hello everybody. Welcome back to the stream. I'm Pete, as always your host. Struggling here to get the volume settings just right. But we're getting there, Yeah, welcome back. Today it is Monday, which means of course we are playing more Metal Gear. We are in the end now, I'd say. Today, most likely, will be the day we finish Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Yeah. 9 hours we have here on the save file. One above, presumably when I finished it 6 years ago. Yeah, near enough, exactly 6 years. That was 10 hours. There is, I know, a fair bit of talking. A lot of talking. Koji loves his exposition moments, and I guess he felt he'd not had enough of them throughout the game. Ugh. Found this. I forgot I owned it. It's like many years old and probably a little bit small. Oh no, it's not actually small. But it is cool. Universal Studios Spider-Man hoodie. Love it. I love it. Okay. So, if I put that around there, if I'll turn my headphones down there a little bit, up here a little bit. Is that too loud? We'll risk it, we'll turn the game up a little bit. And see how we do. Okay. So yeah. Still too loud on my headphones. Hey, Rax. Welcome, man. Yeah, it's going well, thank you. It's going well. How about yourself? I did see you've been streaming at the weekend, but as usual I've been working and unable to really stop in. Apart from like the 5-minute lurk. But yeah. Cool. You on tonight? I may be able to stop by briefly. Depending on when you start, but... Anyway. We have... the sword now. And Snake is with us. I'm gonna try and get away.
Damn kid.
Oh. Car broke down. Shit. Might just be the battery. That's... I mean, you can hope. If it's just not starting, batteries aren't too expensive and or easy to fit. But yeah, fingers crossed. Why can I not? If I can... Okay. Couldn't remember what I was missing. They wanted me to do a little more dancing with the sword.
Come on, time to go.
Jump start and a drive. Is it somewhere flat? Can you push it?
If you run out of
Give it a
ammo,
push
you can have
start.
mine. You got enough?
If you run it for a bit, the
Infinite ammo.
battery should charge up a little bit.
Wait up, Snake.
It's not completely knackered.
What?
Or you can at least get it somewhere where you can buy another battery and swap it in. My knowledge of engines and mechanicry
Snake,
isn't huge.
have you ever
but
enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do
VR
that.
training, this is
No,
their plan.
It was
The
field
Vives, the
training when I was a
Oculus,
kid.
the PlayStations.
I lied, Snake.
Training
I have
super
more
soldiers.
Field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends
Jack the
don't mean a
Ripper.
whole lot.
I
was
can't
just a
wait
name
till
to
we play
exploit,
MGS
just like you.
Rising.
People will remember
thank
only
you.
the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to give me a gameplay sequence. You gave me a sword. I want to use a sword.
Believe in and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem.
Believe in memes.
Come on.
All the hottest memes. From MGS2. Like 10, 15-year-old game, yeah.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you alright?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
Cool.
All right
Have a
for
safe
now.
journey home, and I hope the
There
car
is
is not too much
What?
of an issue
The
to get
Colonel's
sorted.
last transmission was strange.
Hope it's something nice and simple.
How?
Just strange. No idea.
Have a good one.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Okay. So now we have Otacon on our codex. And ciphers to set off alarms. It's gonna have to be block with L1, blade and back with the square. So I guess it can be non-lethal.
Don't push yourself.
I should put on the body armor. I don't care. Stabby stab, stab, stab. Oh, he's dead. I thought it was like, I thought it was way better at deflecting the attacks. Thought we were at like lightsaber levels. Never mind. Maybe we Kinda tempting, but sword can go away. That's actually shockingly effective. Does it have some kind of lock-on auto-aim thing going on?
Don't
Or is it
fall
Snake in
behind.
fact killing them? It may well be the latter. And then they drop right by me, now I'm using the gun.
Don't push yourself.
Damn it. Damn it! Just let me have my victory lap, please. Let me have a spin at least. Oh, come on. Guys, come on. I'm gonna die. I should probably stop dicking around with the sword. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Never gonna happen. That stab's pretty good though. Ow! Snake, you asshole! Let me up. Oh, throws me free rations. Stab's so powerful. So good. Stop the bleeding, get back to the green. There we go. We're all good. More codec moments. Codec.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point,
my
it's the
TV is
origin
still
of the signal.
Far too hot.
And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The colonel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines.
So they didn't create the kernel, they
is,
just
in part,
made
your own
Raiden create
creation,
him.
cobbled together
Gave
from
him the
expectations and
instructions.
experience.
That's crazy.
But it's
Basically.
probably the truth.
Why he would
The
imagine a
virus may be
kernel
starting to affect GW,
in that
which would explain
situation,
the
who he's
Colonel's
never
behavior.
met.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Because the Colonel is obviously a real
Snake,
character from the
what's
previous
happening
game.
around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. Sigmoid colon. I don't know enough about biology and anatomy to tell you what that is, where it is, what it does, but
Raiden, they've got
I'll take their word for
Rose.
it.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way
Exactly.
you can take Rose
How does an
hostage.
AI steal your
Yeah,
girlfriend?
You're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up,
Existential
then
crisis.
Everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Olga? Not sure I entirely remember what Olga was talking about. Well. Oh, yeah. I was trying to move the camera and I'm like, why is it slashing? And it's like, yeah. Right stick does the slashy slash. We have a bit of a, yeah. Problem. Fun times, bad times, depending on how you want to look at it. Also, quite largely by what difficulty you're playing on. We should be fine. I play these for the story more than anything. 5, I actually really do enjoy the gameplay. Oh, I thought I had my sword out. Why do you no sword? No, I think Snake's saving me a lot. That guy look. No, I thought he lost his arms. Spinning. One day the spin will actually do something. It did it! Yeah! Here we go, here we go. Incoming memes. Here's your memes, everybody. Fish and mailed. Emit. Continent. Actually, though, makes it kind of hard to play. There we go. I'm just going to keep poking. Ninja skills. Poke. Poke. Oh, I nearly poked Snake. Here we go. Oh, that's right. Gotta do it again. The joke's only funnier when you repeat it. That's how these things work. Damn it. I won't push myself. Doing fine. Let me stop my bleeding a little bit. Oh, you and your ninja kicks. Let me just poke. Poke, poke. Poke. Okay, guess that worked. Can't complain about that one. Solid boss fight, except... yeah.
Fortune.
It's been a
Fortune.
long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from
Her
me.
father
one
was on
by
the
one, and no matter how
the ship
hard
that
I
sank,
try, I can't follow
which
him.
Snake wasn't even
An endless
responsible for.
nightmare.
But
The only thing we live for is to see
hey.
it end. Our wait is almost over.
The big
You can't
meme
be
is
serious
information
about
manipulation
firing
in
the
this, so
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can.
that's a bit of a twisted philosophy.
Starting with you.
I'm invincible, so fuck you guys.
Heck, you go on ahead. You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
How good are you, Snake? I mean, really? She literally deflects bullets.
What are you gonna do?
And grenades.
Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something.
She has
There's
a
no
giant
such thing as
fucking
a witch.
railgun.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here.
You can't see the truth from the lie. More not so subtle lessons, but a really cool scene to walk away from. So. Okay. Now we get real anime.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
The S3 plan. Can't forget that.
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation.
Solid Snake
It's a development
Simulation.
program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack?
Maybe.
I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait.
Yeah, just dangle us on the end of a
Jack,
little hook.
Those days during
That's
the Civil
fine.
War were as real as they come.
Don't take offense with that at
Every
all.
day was absolute. Split between life and death. You ran from it. And now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
There he goes. Anime entrance. Slide in.
No more games, Jack.
Why?
At least
Because it
you
looks
know.
cool.
There's no reason to keep you alive now.
He already proved he likes that kind of ground skating with the sparks flying stuff going on in Zone of the Enders.
I've given you a worthy opponent, at least.
Gotta say he's right.
Now,
It works. I love
you
it.
should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Does so much of the cheesy stuff, but he's so good at pulling it off and making it work. I do worry he's going to go overboard, giving complete freedom and money and just like, go, Koji, go. But so, our SOCOM isn't going to work for this. We're going to be wanting our Stinger. I believe we can shoot the knee, and then we can shoot the head. And they're going to be a pain unless we just keep moving. They keep doing... I think I need to move closer so they stop doing missiles. Then they do this stuff. And why did I think for a second I would get iframes? Where's... This is not goddamn Dark Souls. I think if I queue it up immediately... There we go. Then he moves in. I do kind of get enough time to do that. If I can get it so it's fewer than 3 of them at the same time, then I'll probably have a half decent chance. Oh god. Different attack patterns. Work. That one down. You'll see they're numbered. Ray, Arrow, 1, 2 and 3E. We've killed number 2. Doesn't really matter. I don't think what order we do them in. It's a set number depending on difficulty. I believe. Don't quote me on this, but there may also be a timer, but I think it's primarily quantities. You'll see 2 has disappeared and has already been replaced by number 4. I want to get rid of the one in the centre here first, because he's going to be, damn it, the biggest pain. Because the close range attacks can really suck. I died. I should have quit the rations instead of the body armour.
Right, respond. Right, Raiden!
Hopefully the checkpoint autosave is fairly generous. Yes, it is. Okay, that's fine. Need to get better on the unequips, and that'll stop him. Thank God. Playing chicken with rays. I can already hear them. I'm not gonna have time. I don't think I actually need to cartwheel if I'm already running. It is a good way of escaping when they're already close though. When I'm dodging at the last second rather. Come on. It worked. It paid off. Maybe I need to move in closer. Let's try this, let's try this, let's try this. It's definitely been a while, and it's not like I ever formed any kind of pro strat per se. That's the kind of thing I'm looking out for. The gun in particular is a huge pain. I think it's once I've dealt enough damage that it comes in. Shit. I'm just going to stick it on rations. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. No, no. Don't want the stomps. That's another thing I don't want. Decides again about using the machine gun. That's one down. That's gonna jump off something on the way. That's not gonna work. Getting pretty good hits with the Stinger at least though. Pretty happy with that. You can see there's kind of blood bursting out the joints. It's pretty cool. I thought I was going to be able to get out of that in time. That should hit the knee. So yeah, you hit the knee, you hit the face, rinse, repeat, dodging all the attacks from 3 different rays, one of which will be in the centre. Doing its best to cause issues at a close range. No! Or close at range. Although, yeah, if you do go in the middle, they will stomp you. They're pretty merciless. That worked. Oh, more missiles. see a drop. Stinger bullets. Don't know how many we've used, how many we had remaining, but obviously the game has decided. Oh, that's weird. I think my ear just popped. Oh. Sudden altitude change out here at roughly sea level. Okay. If we keep it turning, it doesn't have time to do it. Oh no, it's dead. That one, no, yeah, that one's dead. So if I can start on the next one, so I'll have a brief, I was going to say easier window before one jumps up and another one appears. It's not as generous as I'd like. I see the ration. Should have had faith. You've got to have faith. I'm going to have to get it, and it puts it directly in the middle, underneath the feet. Does change the camera angle, gives you a nice big black circle saying be careful of this as it's putting its foot down, but right, that's one down. Starting this one. No, it's not one down. I thought it was. Oh, and the laser. Get out of that mode. Little bit of a panic there. Thought this one was dead because it wasn't showing any hitboxes. I forgot about the little delay after you've hit it. And I ran far left enough to get around past its machine gun route. Thus it stopped its attack. Which makes my life easier, but it still is pretty slow to turn around. That is the one big malfunction in the Ray design. That one's now dead though. Which means this one jumps into the centre. That laser comes out so fast. As I guess a laser should. But still. Doesn't mean I appreciate it. I think I can. No, I can't. I was going to say I think I can fire one freehand, so to speak. Without the lock on. That's what I mean more. I can fire a little bit before it actually does get the lock on. Cool. Cool. We're getting some little tech on the go. I hear the missiles. Gotta listen to all the audio cues going on. Very well put together. Like, it's such a small touch, but just the incremental beeps giving you an idea of how long before it's going to hit you. I'm not saying the first one's to do it by any stretch, but it's the tiny little touches all together that add up. Of course, it does help that they're giant stomping mecha monsters that are particularly manoeuvrable. That's not to say they can't wreck us. Hey, Kasha! Ugh. I didn't turn around before getting my stinger out. That's fine. That's another one bites the dust. Hit the knee, hit the face. So this is 5 and 2 we have at the moment. I guess 6 is coming up. Not actually that much pressure, but still I've got to keep it. There's the other one. Can you see in the background, by the way, now that I say this, look how many are out there. I'm not sure I've ever actually noticed that before. I'm not sure if you even could in the original version. But I can definitely see it now. Those are clearly the outlines of more rays. Just waiting to jump in. So we've got 5, 3 and 2. Oh no, it's B 2 and 3 now. I've lost count, to be quite honest, of how many we've destroyed, how many we've fought. How are you, Kasha, anyway? We're just doing some anime fights. Don't mind us. We'll do a little bit of a recharge. We'll have a spare moment. Our life does refill pretty quickly at that point, if I stay still. Damn it! All of that, never mind. You know what, that totally just wasn't worth it. Let's just shoot them. And still dodge the rockets though. So much to do! Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Oh. Okay, we got it. That should still get it. There we go. You don't have to wait for the lock on. It's pretty good. You can get the shot off a little bit faster. It is nice to have the lock on though as a safety net. Another ration directly in the middle. Put us in the attack path. Damn it. You can, however, obviously miss if you don't use the lock on. So let's play a little bit safer. Because I'd rather not redo this fight multiple times over and over. Damn it. Okay, well there's also time. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's how many rays you destroy, how much damage you deal to all the rays, or time, or a combination of all of the above. I don't know, but either way. But yeah, I'm good. Had me some carrot cake earlier. Went down to the baker's at lunchtime, got some of that for my lunch. Love their carrot cake. So moist, has great icing. Olga jumps in to save us. It's a bit of a weird plan against a giant robot. That's fine. It was overpowering me. I've overdone it now.
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about
That's
you?
better. I had carrot cake. Lovely, lovely carrot cake. They do the best cakes.
Vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies.
Basically means you got to stay alive, Raiden.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me.
I think I should have turned it down a little bit now.
Trusting you. Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family. I know I'm going to hell, but at least my child.
Yeah, she's...
Your attitude.
I don't know. She's far from innocent. She was there on the tanker, but still.
I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell.
And don't think that little gun's gonna do it. Also, Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus moment. You know, just a little bit. I love that. Spinning a blooming P90, like, so practical. He wishes he was as swish as Ocelot, though. He wishes.
You have to.
And deaded.
Oh God.
Not a whole lot coming back from that.
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left
Does he look like he was enjoying it? Something going on with their Cylon eyes.
What's going
They're
on?
being corrupted.
What's wrong with it?
I have so much time to sit here and drink tea. And I'm so glad this game is fully voice acted. I like a thorough plot, but I don't have to orate. Just get a bit sore on the throat. Probably should have turned subtitles on. Thought I had. Have I? Am I an idiot? I may be a complete idiot.
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network.
Yeah, there are.
I can't shut it down.
I'm an idiot.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot.
I put them on for you
what have
guys,
you
but I
been up
don't.
It's too late.
I can hear them.
Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
I've been saying and or being told I've been going mad for a long time, so it's fine.
Stupid machines.
Time to bulk up. Super anime rocket suit. So we need to use a stinger, and he's just like, I'm going to shoot him in the face with a little machine gun. Pew, pew, pew. And then he jumps up, shoots in the top of the head like it's some dinosaur or something. I've never understood why any robot designer in anime, they always put like the main cockpit or whatever in the head. Why not put it in the centre of the body? That's going to be safer. Why put it in the extremity? Why put the main computer in the head? Why not in the main bit of the body where it's going to be more hard in there? But yep, stabbing it in the head looks better, I guess. And again, he's so right. It just annoys me. It's so tropey, but he just nails it to me. It's all style over substance, like, it just is. Trying to make sense of the complete plot is kind of ridiculous, but it's fun to try and do. I find it fun to try and do. And I do love these games. They're so perfectly trashy, like on a James Bond kind of level. I'm not really into James Bond, but like trashy anime crossed with trashy James Bond, and just like that perfect meld. Great characters, zany plot. Gives us a save point in case we're like, this is gonna be a lot of exposition. You might want a little break. Playing it late at night, need to go to bed. Now's a good time to save. We're gonna save. Hope everyone has something to munch on, some biscuits, hot drink. I don't know. I might have a Mars bar in a minute. I got a load of them dirt cheap, so I have a little box behind me filled with munchies.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair.
There we
I
go.
admit that I underestimated you.
And that's what was happening to the Rays.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Oh, I have to press a button. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I'm gonna lose a lot of life. Damn it. It's only... I forgot about this bit.
You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Can you hear our handcuffs clinking behind us? Or in front of us, I guess. Below us.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really?
That sweet fortune
It so
ass.
happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal? You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Maybe.
Not exactly. I was the one
Still
who
has the
used Ocelot to
swords.
suggest the idea to you in the first place.
Wonder how the last fight's gonna play out.
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads,
It won't
and
last
full
forever.
air, sea, and land support to function efficiently.
Not without
Against a
resupplies and the
large
like.
attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin.
Can't quite go
Seizing
rogue
Arsenal
state
gear
with
was
it.
never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
Destabilization.
A list
Anarchy.
of names of the
And names.
Patriots. They were planning to extend their control to digital information
Lally,
flow with
Lulelo.
GW and Arsenal.
I think that's the right way
That
around.
means the information they want to filter out is contained
The Illuminati,
in
basically.
GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one.
Conspiracy theories always
While
have the
we,
best
with our
names.
useless arsenal, drew
Code
their
words.
fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
Can will damage their power source.
Now, indeed, in fact,
The
can I have a chocolate
mindless
bar?
masses
I
that
just
they
realised
control.
Crinkle's way too loud under
First
the mic
things
now.
first.
Oh my god,
Of
that's loud.
course. That was what you wanted.
What the hell is that about?
I won't
Wow.
stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
The backstab's take another layer.
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
There we go.
Exercise.
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus?
VR training
This
does
is
not
the
recreate
S3
Solid
training
Snake. You need real world
An
experience.
orchestrated recreation
However-
of Shadow Moses.
What?
Planned real world experience.
Ames and the president's deaths.
It's no coincidence that all the plots
The
is played
computer
very
virus
similarly
that
to the
mimics
first game,
Fox Die.
to MGS1.
Did you really think they were all a coincidence?
There we go.
Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well.
Yep, sure
As
did.
for the president,
You can get someone to do a lot if you kidnap their child.
what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from
Foxdie was
GW.
the genetically coded virus.
Your plan was invalidated.
Spreads
even
and only
before
harms the people they plan.
execution, Solidus.
Otherwise, harmless. Interesting
Batman
and
was a different
worrying
story.
concept.
He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise
Gotta love the
problem.
fat man.
We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be
Here we
shaped
go.
into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience.
Following in Snake's footsteps,
An
literally.
instant creation of genius. And this training kernel would provide more than enough
Vulcan
data
Raven.
to formulate such a program.
Ocelot's still in here anyway, of course.
You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation.
Suppose Mantis's
Solidus.
counterpart would be
You and the
Vamp.
boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake
Solidus and Liquid.
Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest
Yeah.
of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound.
Way to soften the blow to a crazy woman.
We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred.
Make you pissed at
You
us
opted for
and manipulate you at the same time.
Just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Is
Except
Ocelot a
for
bad
the
guy then?
appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now. who's
Honestly,
safe.
throughout the entire series, it's hard to say.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project?
Audio. There we go. And he hits her first time. But why? How? I don't, how? What? Yeah.
How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
Shocker, it ain't magic. It's technology.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo jumbo.
She got
Certainly
the
wasn't your
voodoo.
psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged.
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your dead
Same
cell
used by him
comrades
when he
loved your
escaped.
father and husband.
Did seem rather baller though that he just jumped into a room full
We
of soldiers
need a pathetic wretch like you
and pissed
to
everyone
keep
off
them
simultaneously.
focused.
Still got out alive.
You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No.
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine.
Yeah, she
thanks
loved
to
it.
the script that the Patriots wrote for you.
She loved it.
Pure self-indulgence.
She lent all the
Absorbed
way
in your
into the
own
role.
misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
Just imagine she had this
I
tune
could've
playing on in the
died
background when
whenever
she
I
was stood
wanted
out
to.
there just like posing in the wind and the sunset. I'm so lonely.
Thought I got her in the heart.
Shot's getting worse, old man. Oh shit. Oh.
Missed.
That's the thing, that I can't remember the exact quote or who said it,
Now
but
I remember.
along the lines of any sufficiently
Your
advanced
heart's
technology
right.
will appear to be magic.
Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
He literally just pointed at a thing that makes him unshootable. And you're like, I'm going to shoot him. Big anime jumps. Yeah. Backup rocket launchers, but no luck there either. Pretty handy piece of tech, really. Kind of thing you'd see in an episode of Black Mirror. One country finds it, leads to world domination.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal.
To run the program on somebody else?
Clean up the refuse from the exercise.
No worries, Kasha. No worries.
Try.
Go on. You can do it, Solidus. Yeah. Nice. Very convenient. Shot the handcuffs. Not any part of your body. Neat. If Freddy Solidus could have had a DLC in Metal Gear Rising.
Damn.
So it was all tech that she was using to stop the bullets. It was put on her by the Patriots. She didn't even know. They've turned it off now so that they can shoot her.
Away from there.
Because there's no such thing as magic. It's all just tech.
I told you.
And this was all staged.
Your luck's run out.
Exactly. He's done playing games. Hey, Clutch.
Payload Ray has. Die.
How's it going, man? So, like, why not just massive overkill on this one woman? 8, 16, 24, 32 missiles-ish there.
Everybody down.
There's like 4 people. And they turn the thing off, right? There's no magic. It's all technology. Right? Right? Also, Mikey, I saw it popped up on my Paul's random feed thing. I saw your ridiculous hot tub stream. You're a madman. You're a crazy fool. Do you hate yourself or something? Do you hate your nips? Is that it? Is that what it is? You hate your nips? You're like, they must be punished.
My name
But yeah.
is Helena Dolph Jackson.
Somehow, despite
The daughter of a
zero
proud,
magic,
noble
not a thing,
soldier.
she managed to deflect a few dozen missiles, and everyone survived.
I can
And they lived happily
see
ever
my
after.
Ellie again.
Yeah, I thought a bomb cyclone was a weather front. But, hey-oh. Maybe it's both.
Damn!
Oh no, I'm out of missiles. It's not like I still have lasers and machine guns and just stomping on people. Oh, look, I remembered some of it.
No!
Except the hand. The liquid hand. Brother! Oh, hang on. I think he's gonna do it. I need it.
Brothers!
Yes!
Liquid!
He did the meme. He did the meme, everybody. Brothers!
I've been waiting for
I
this.
love it.
It can't be.
Oh, it can be. Liquid's alive.
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
He better do it at least once more. At least once more. I just will not be happy without it.
Inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy. It was you 2 years
That's
ago.
what happens when you attach somebody's arm. I
was
told you.
controlling him.
It's like Snake in that Halloween episode of The Simpsons. They put his hair on Homer
Snake,
and he
it
becomes
was
a criminal.
I that leaked information about Arsenal to
Just
your
happens to also be called
partner and
Snake.
got
I'm not
you
saying
out here.
Kojima ripped off
What?
Simpsons, but
You're the only one that can free me.
Simpsons
After
did it.
All,
thus Liquid
I'm off
found a way
bury
to
the
live
Patriots
forever.
for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before
Chose.
I go, I have a family matter to settle.
The
with
arm
both
made a
of you.
choice.
There's room for only one Snake and one big boss.
More rockets! Except, shocker, they don't work. Looks really weird when it stands up like that.
Time to say
Really
goodbye.
weird. I guess it looks like more of an idle storage pose, but still. What's the plan, Snake?
It's a good way to go.
I don't think he's going to do it again.
Liquid, stop this thing! Hey, Snake, you coming?
Character changed, outfit has not. What are you?
Snake!
You mean Snake or Ocelot? Snake! Welcome back, Kasha. Eventually, when I get the levels just perfect, I'm going to get a marker and just put little marks on the thing, so just be like, stay here. Oh, yeah. Go into the something bridge in somewhere America. I don't know. Is it New York? Might be New York. It's probably New York. Anyway, it hit America Town. And we're gonna see some national treasures and landmarks, and I'll recognise none of them. Yeah, we're on some famous building or another somewhere, probably, I don't know. But we are downtown in the main American city. I do think it's New York, but I don't know. I can't honestly tell you. I can never remember.
Federal Hall.
Yeah. Best tour ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what day it is today?
What day is it?
April 30th?
What's April 30th? End of the tax year?
That's right.
Or is that? No, it's April 1st. What? March
George
30th,
Washington
whatever.
took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago.
200
today.
years.
And it happened right here.
Today.
We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation. Here.
Fitting. Manhattan.
The end of the
That's New York,
Patriots'
right?
secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
Freedom. Freedom.
All you want is power at any
Gonna
cost.
William Wallace all over
Jack,
this.
It's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the
Yeah, it's getting a little bit
Patriots were
crazy
things
there.
like freedom, civil rights, opportunities.
Wants
The
to return
founding
choice.
principles of this country.
I mean, he's not wrong, really.
Everything
But
is
it's one of
about
those
to be
things
wiped
of
out by their digital censorship.
ends justifying the means.
Jack, listen to me.
I don't know.
We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever.
I will.
Life is
Prove it.
nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation.
Is he talking about
The data
fucking?
of life is transferred from parent
He's talking
to
about
child.
fucking.
That's how it works.
Oh my god, that's how it
But
works?
we have no heirs, no legacy.
They're all sterile, by the way. The snake,
We
les enfants
brothers are
terribles.
called Les
Yeah.
Enfants Terribles.
Solidus
Cloned
liquid
from our
and
father,
solid
with the
snake.
ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out.
Stops them going off the rails, starting an
What is
army
our
of super
legacy
soldiers
if we
out of their
cannot
own
pass the
loins.
torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort.
Especially considering they tend to do covert ops.
When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well.
Memes!
All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to
Yeah,
protect
the,
their power, their own
Solidus
interests
edition,
by controlling
Solidus
the digital flow
edition of
information. I want
Family
my
Guy.
memory,
It's a
my
bit sparse on the
existence to
characters.
remain. Unlike an intron of history,
Has
I
a
will
wide
be
array of
remembered
bitcast,
as
you
an
know,
axon.
people that jump in guests,
That
but
will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the
Solidus alone in some tiny
And
box
liberate
flat in the
us all.
dark
and we will
with a single light and Getty's baby
the
picture just
sons
crying
of
because he can't have
liberty.
kids. Don't know why, that kind of tickles me. Ah, poor Solidus. He just wishes he could be a daddy. But he can't. So he has to blow shit up to
Are
make
you
a point.
receiving? We're still here.
How's that
Are
possible?
we?
The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
GW.
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human.
Oh, really?
Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago.
Okay, that's
the White
novel.
House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can
Yeah,
we
you
hope
hear
to
this,
benefit
Americans.
us? As long as this nation exists, so
You
will
made the
we.
Patriots.
Cut the crap.
How could you?
If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the
Nah,
net?
Fat Man's definitely dead, sadly.
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you
Believe
know
that's
that
not the real
all
Rose,
plans
that's
are
the
yours,
AI
not ours
impersonating
and mine?
Rose.
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, The evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we
Genome
succeeded
soldiers.
in digitizing life itself.
Genetic engineering.
But there are things
Metal Gear
not
Solid
covered
1.
by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas,
Clutch, would you like us to call an adult?
history.
Genes
Do you have an
don't
emergency
contain
number?
Any record of human history.
Is
Do
it
we
something
need
that
to
should not be
contact the
passed on?
ambulance?
Should that
I
information
will.
be left at the mercy of
I will.
nature?
We've always kept records of our lives through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
You could adopt Kasha.
But
You're
not
right.
all the information
You're all
was
right.
inherited by later generations.
Not sure if that ever
A
comes
small
up.
percentage of
Actually,
the whole
does
was
kind of.
selected and
I think.
processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history
But any
is,
of these
Jack.
guys make great
But in
dads,
the
so
current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second.
Very trivial
preserved in all its
information.
Triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Unnecessary
Rumors about petty
garbage.
issues, misinterpretations,
Memes.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
slander. It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context.
The
Context.
digital society furthers human flaws.
Kinda
and
matters,
selectively rewards
but-
development of convenient half-truths.
Yeah.
Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions
Well,
spent on new
that is
weapons
your right.
in order to humanely murder other humans.
If you wish to take
Rights
offense,
of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species.
they are making a lot of
Everyone
points
grows
here.
up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
Yeah.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
By its very nature.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths.
We're getting deep
spun
here in
by
case it wasn't
different
obvious.
interests, continue to churn and accumulate.
It's Cody's
in the
idea of
sandbox
deep
political
anyway.
correctness
I mean,
and value systems.
There are some definite
Everyone
nuggets in here.
withdraws into their own
Food for
small
thought.
gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth
Particularly
suits
bearing in
them
mind the
into
age
the
of this.
growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths.
It's like 10,
neither
15 years
clash
ago and
nor
he's talking
mesh.
about like
No one is
safe
invalidated,
spaces and all that.
and nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics.
Right?
Unnecessary information and memory must be
I don't know, you're
filtered
probably
out
at least a little
to
bit joking,
stimulate
but
the evolution of the species.
at the same time,
You think
it's
you're
kind of
qualified
close.
to
And
decide
before
what's
it,
necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce?
I don't know.
Retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their
Is
meaning
Koji
for
a
later
prophet?
generations.
That's what it means to create context.
or is he
I'll
just
decide
lucky?
for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free
These
will.
That's not true.
do remind
I
me
have
of a
the
lot
right.
of online
Does something
discussions,
like a self exist inside
particularly on
you?
political
That which you
forums and the
call
like
self
over the past year
serves
or
as
so.
nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap.
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else
Don't take
tell
this all
you?
too much to heart, though, of course. But I mean,
Explain it to him.
I don't think he's
Jack,
actually a
you're
prophet,
simply
but
the best.
he's pulled
and
some
you
good
got
stuff.
that all by
He's
yourself.
thought about it. It's all
Oh,
covered in
what
anime.
happened? Do you feel lost? Why
But there
not
are
try
some
a
real,
bit of
some real social
soul-searching?
commentary.
Don't think you'll
in these
find
games.
anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashion, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
Blame culture.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial. You simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The
Creepy
individual
enough yet?
is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
How about that one?
Communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thoughts?
Someone like you, what,
human
American?
behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays.
I don't know.
That's what this exercise
This is kind of, I don't know, so it's one of those things where it's just creepy where it happens to work out that way. And yet, no Back to the Future hoverboards. Well, not that,
was not told
it's not the same. I know there is one that's been made, it's a concept.
An entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake
Ah.
simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity.
Wait.
The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness.
MGS1. Death screen.
S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
Yeah, the skull face has been coming and going. The Arsenal gear and GW, very infected and struggling to hold it together. They've been breaking up since we entered, to be honest, hence all the random quotes as we're running naked through the area.
Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to
Yep,
establish
that
such a
fissionable materials. 2 days with Prime. I
We
suppose
use
you should include
Shadow
today.
Roses as a paradigm for the exercise.
Seriously, how long until 1 hour drone deliveries everywhere with Prime and Amazon basically owns the world?
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was
Combines
an
with
optimal
Fox
test for
and,
S3's
like,
crisis management capacity.
Apple,
If the mob could trigger,
the world is
control,
over.
and solve this,
Or Google.
it would be ready for any
Ugh.
contingency. And now,
Praise our corporate masters. 9 hours. That's kind of crazy. I know there is same day in like certain big cities.
there are also reasons behind
Not where
your
I live, though.
selection.
Don't need
raised
same-day
plenty of other
delivery.
child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them?
Here we go.
It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the
Repressing
others
his past
remember
left him
what they
open.
were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever
Nice.
you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted
Still
to
not
be
sure if this
caught.
is the real
You
Rose.
pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing
But
but look
yeah,
out for
they're
yourself.
going to be
Even
going
if
for a
you
while
claimed
still,
it
I'm
was for
afraid.
my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be
Does
seen.
start to get a little
In
bit
the
dry
end,
around here.
Everything was for your sake. I was never part
Mainly
of
because
it.
Rose is involved. Every time Rose comes in, my interest just
Exactly right. So you
plummets.
see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect.
Perfect representative
This
of
is
the
why we
masses.
chose you.
We consider a
You
child
accepted
soldier
the
secret
fiction
agent
we
a
provided,
perfect
obeyed our
representation
orders, and did
the average
everything
Joe.
you were told to. The
But you're
exercise
gullible.
is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences,
Persona?
triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm
No, I'm going to stand here.
Oh, really?
I'm sure he's not going to hurt me.
Aren't you forgetting something?
I'm not going to fight him.
Die. My child dies.
I'll also
The
that.
termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of
Giving up
Olga's
is kind of
child.
not an option, Raiden.
Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Wait.
Rose, does she actually
Oh,
exist?
come on. Come on.
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Look at the big capital lie there.
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you
I think
dead.
Rose is real.
We will collect the necessary data from this.
I love it when he
announced
gives this
fight.
shot from the back of
Then
his
we'll
head.
Consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus,
Jack the Ripper.
the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters. Enjoy yourselves.
Monster battle. Commence Mortal Kombat. Don't grab me again. Not your son.
My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes.
Are genes evil?
You are one of a kind.
Now I'm imagining a
but
horror
still
film
monster,
of a possessed pair
shaped
of
by a
genes going
dark
around and
secret
strangling people.
history.
Now
We
that'd
need
make
to
a good
decide
Treehouse of
which
Horrors episode.
monstrosity will have the privilege
Just about
of
goofy enough.
survival.
They've probably done it. They've probably done it.
By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
It's like so unnecessary.
I cloned you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army
Look
of
how
the
sweet
devil.
and innocent they made him look as well.
I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying
Yeah.
to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in
The
the
big bad
endless loop,
boss.
your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
The most unnecessary risky throw in the world. But he does the cool guy thing. I'm not even going to look at it. Sexy pose, JoJo pose. Perfect. Oh my god, have you... Do you watch anime, Mike? Have you ever seen
The clues to the
JoJo?
Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you. The information is being
I can only
carried by
gasp
the
so many
nanomachines
times.
in your cerebral cortex and
I'll
throughout the neural
hyperventilate if
network
this
they
game keeps
form.
shocking me so much. Fair enough, fair enough. That show's so good and so just like the epitome of anime. Just like this is, but in game form. And just like memes and references. It's just so good. I want to see a Koji made film. Because the way he just knows instinctively to frame stuff and how things play out and flow, narrative. I don't know, I just think he could actually make a half decent film, director, producer, whatever, if he was allowed. And I can't help but get the impression he wishes he was allowed the chance to. Don't know the best way to deal with him. Might be the kick. I'm not cared about going non-lethal in this, so if I'm just stabbing him, I need to decide either way. Oh shit, that's a range. Cowboy Bebop, I don't know, I suppose it's probably considered fairly mainstream. I've not actually finished it, I need to. I got into it on more modern stuff, so I could start watching it. Wanted to see how well the poke worked against him. I do love it, it was just, I don't know, I kind of bounced off a little bit. May have been the quality of the sub on Netflix, to be honest. Just try finding the episode while I'm watching it on Crunchyroll. Ah, the fire. I've heard the name Black Lagoon, just not anywhere near as much. Blocking us off. On that available space, I don't think. I'm not entirely sure I've got this in the bag, guys. I need to remember how to punch, kick. No, it's like invincible. Damn it! Don't stand in the fire. It's hard when the camera keeps flying around. Enough Jonzo. There we go. I mean, it's probably on Crunchyroll. Or Netflix or Amazon. Thank you nonetheless. Oh damn. Grab. Yeah, it's a site I've known about for a while. Just tend to, since I've got a few streaming subscriptions and the like, if it's on there I'd rather generally use that. Like, if things are priced reasonably, and I can support things, I will. If they don't, then yeah, sure, screw them. That's pretty much my attitude towards that kind of stuff anyway.
What's wrong with you?
Damn it! No! Got him! No, I don't have any kind of stun grenades. I should probably put the body armor on. He's not dealing regular enough damage that I need to worry about dying on the spot. Damn it! I know Crunchyroll does. And as for Netflix and Amazon, I would assume so? I don't know, I should probably check that. Ah, if I wait for him to attack, I can attack faster. Did I block the fire? Or was I just moving out of it and lucky enough? Get him better, get him better. Don't kick the fire. You can't kick fire. Damn it! Don't stand in fire. That's not to do it. Ah. It's not pointless. We're fighting for truth, justice, honor. I don't know. Because we're on a roof and it looks really cool. Hard to say. Basically, boils down to these guys have daddy issues.
Let's go.
Which seems kind of fair for both of them, but still. It's possibly taking it a little bit far. Once you're driving giant water tanks into, I'm going to continue assuming, New York. No, the fire! I'm like, oh, I have a minute. He's running around. I can just look at chat and then run straight into the fire. Okay, I've got a little bit of a method on the go. As soon as I stop running into that. Ow! Need to actually dodge the missiles. Ah, the trip. That's cheeky. Nice. No! Fire! Fire bad! Fire bad! Fire hot! Stay close to the circle. Time to do the Dark Souls strats. No! Fire! I think I can get up. I'm fine. As long as I don't hang there too long. Damn it! We're fine. Damn it, he was waiting for me. He knew. He knew. Did you see that? So cheeky. Out of rations. Okay. Gotta make this count now.
Let's go.
Need less running into fire. Or off edges. Ah! Box doesn't seem to be working. Not that I'm sure it was working that well before, but... Nah. Screwed, I think. Possibly. Unless I play like... Just flawless from here, I was going to say. No! I need to remember he zips away, just not be there when he gets up. Never get the hits in, I just get caught in the fire every flipping time.
What's wrong with you?
Refill. Not sure he's going to let us. Okay. Got a little heal off. Damn it! Screw it. Second attack. Right, back away. Dodge the second one. Oh, there's a third. Flip me. That's a nice little opportunity to heal Apache. Can I just snipe him? No, I don't have the gun. Idiot. Otherwise I would have tried that earlier. Okay. Hopefully I've learned a little bit from that attempt. We can try again. It's not going to take forever. I feel like at some point this has taken forever. I'm not very good at it. Whatever the trick is, I'm obviously missing it, but we'll do what we can. I'm going to stick with body armor from the start. I apparently do indeed love being on fire as much as possible. Again, I keep thinking, oh, I can get an M9 shot in or something, and no. Because I only have the sword. Or my fists, of course, which are the non-lethal option. As in every game, they always encourage the non-lethal choice, some way or another. Wonder if I could just chain the first two hits or something. Don't be on fire. Tricks. Yeah, and no! Stay alive and hurt the other guy more than he hurts you. That's how it's done. Don't you taunt me, you ass. Those are the moves I want. I think, need to get in sooner. Hey, Overcover! Thank you very much for the host. How's it going, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not always. I think the end in MGS3. If you're willing to change the clock on your console, it's the easiest win in the world. On lethal too. Don't be on fire. Neverwinter Nights, classic. Such a good game. Actually, I don't think I played or finished 2. I bought it years and years ago, and it ran at an awful frame rate on my computer for some reason. I don't know if I ever got back to it. I don't think I did. Maybe something I can stream. Do love D&D games. KOTOR 2, 100% on the upcoming list. Seems to be a very extensive list of PC mods for it as well that'll make it look cool and play well.
Let's go.
Damn it. Damn it. No.
Let's go.
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. It's okay. Camera angles helping so much. Yeah, it looks cinematic, but I don't have the slightest clue which way I'm facing sometimes or trying to run. Online persistent version. Baldur's Gate Sword Coast Chronicles. Interesting. I've not heard of that one. Ah, do those all you want. Stay just the right distance. No, not this time. Doesn't move much, but he also doesn't overdo it and expose himself. On his big combos, he does well. Ram my face into his boot. Maybe. Maybe. It works. It works. Oh, dodging the fire. See how not on fire I am this run? No. Yes. Nailing it all over the place. Is that like a proper release then? Or some fan thing? I guess if they've got servers and whatnot. Must be properly licensed. On the Baldur's Gate title as well. It's a weird choice of franchise to bring back. Not classically popular of course, but... Damn it. You said you were impressed, you jinxed it. Although actually I think I still have 2 rations. Oh no! I'm not on fire. See, I was just in the fire. In the fire is different to being on fire. Come on, give me an attack. There we go, kicked you in the face. Moderately your face. There we go. In fact, I'm gonna put the sword away. It's completely pointless. No! I didn't run off. It's fine. You didn't see that. I think the fact of holding it to guard me made me feel safer, even though it wasn't actually guarding me from any of his important attacks. In fact, if anything, it was possibly changing the camera. The camera seems to be closer in now. Oh god. Lash hard! And then I don't take damage from that. I still take damage from that bit, but... I was about to click R3 to lock on then. Nailed it. Snaked my drain. It sounds so rude. Damn it! It's fine. I'll get you on wake up. I'm not in the fire. It's cutscene. I can't do anything about that. Phase 2. Can't fire missiles, but get into the garbage.
Let's go.
Time for a conversation. Watch this take an inexplicable amount of time.
Right, you have to beat
Just in the middle of combat.
This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. We're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets.
No different to a fighter jet or a tank.
The model destroyed 4 years ago was wrecked.
Who's gonna drive and shoot the Raiden?
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack.
Huh.
Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Yeah.
Just weapons to be used on the
He's smothering it on thick at this point with the writing.
Exactly as you said.
And a
But
weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill
Why
your
use
purpose. Defeat Solid.
Why use a file when you can use a sledgehammer? Are you serious? That's kind of harsh. From behind. Damn it. Okay. Give up. I'm not going to get him on wake up. It's like 3 or 4 of them in a row. Damn it. still actually leaves him vulnerable for a while, apparently, even though he starts walking. Are you serious? The speed change reminds me of the Pagoda in FF7. Are you serious? Kick, kick, punch! Yeah, that was on purpose. Damn it! Omni change. Yeah, he needs the Omni change. He already did the power change, to be fair, earlier with his bulk up. I love Parappa. I still can't decide if I love it enough to buy the remake and play it, but Parappa was cool. Super hard. I never owned the game. The demo was hard enough. I was just like, damn it. I was just like, game's cool. I'm awful at it. Since then, I've improved at rhythm games. Pretty badass at Guitar Hero. What do you say so myself? You get your band down kick. Go on! Come on, come on. So close. Punch, punch, kick! Damn it. I missed. Kick! How's he still alive? Punch, punch, kick! No. For God's sake. With the PlayStation magazine. I love that magazine for their demos. I didn't get to have many actual games. In hindsight, if I'd saved the money instead of buying the magazines and put them, you know, saved it up towards a game, I would have had a few. Because they were expensive magazines, all things considered. But yeah, the demo was so worth it. So at least when you did get a game, you knew you'd like it. Like, I specifically remember the Final Fantasy VIII demo, and how disappointed I was in the full release of the game that you didn't have Leviathan at that point. I think that was the only summon that was available in the demo, but not the full game, during the Dalek mission. I think the others were available. Yeah, I think so. Because Leviathan always seems to be one you get late in every Final Fantasy game that it's in. Dramatic death, sorry. No, I'm not really lending enough gravitas to this, but when you take 5 minutes to die and fall onto... is this... I don't know, I assume this is this means something, this statue. Anyway. Yeah, it does. And water is never as useful as it should be. Oh, hang on. The refrain. Is that a George Washington? Or is it an Abe Lincoln? I don't know. Federal Hall, okay. Is that where they do the politics? And the important stuff? Cool. I think that might literally be hands-off controller time. Now to think about it. My geography is just generally trash, even this country, like, it's just unreal. Internationally, it's not awful with flags, mainly from seeing multiple... When you've seen enough international sport, like entrance ceremonies and stuff, where you see all the flags. Football's pretty good for that as well, because they've always got the flag in the corner. Not that I'm a huge football fan, but occasionally it's interesting to watch. As long as England aren't on the pitch, then it's boring as hell. Spain and Germany recently have been really interesting to watch. Barcelona always are, but they just put on one hell of a show. It's like the whole Harlem Globetrotters thing. It's not good enough to just win. Oh god. As if Ali G made it to America. I was never a huge fan of that show. I did really love Borat though.
Who or what they are.
Here we go. super exposition time.
The memories you have.
No one
and
cares
the
about
world
these two
you
guys in,
assigned are burdens
sneaking
you had to
suits
carry.
right outside
It
Federal
doesn't
Hall.
matter if they were real or not. That's never the point.
It's like got a sword and everything. I feel like there would be a lot of Americans freaking out at this moment. A lot of New Yorkers would be like, what the fuck?
Absolute reality.
Real life video
Most of
too.
what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith.
That
What we
church
had
looks
faith
way
in.
too old to be in America.
What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right
What
or
about
wrong,
their
but how much faith
fake
you were willing
missile
to have.
alarm? Yeah, that's
That
messed
decides
up.
the future.
Although,
Patriots are a kind of ongoing
did have a
fiction
bit of a
too,
chuckle
got
at
to
some
make it.
tweet that was on about
Listen, don't obsess over words so much.
imagine how many
Find the meaning behind the
how
words,
many
then
9 minutes
decide.
to live babies are going to be arriving in like 9 months time. All these people that were like, fuck it, we're dying, let's
Decide for
screw.
myself?
And whatever you
St.
choose
Patrick's
will be
Cathedral.
you.
Is that the
I
Daredevil
don't know if I
one?
can.
I know you didn't
Honestly,
have
I
much in
don't.
terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours.
Exactly. The
And
scenario
what you
was set
decide to
up,
do with
but
them is your
how you
choice.
dealt with it.
You mean
Admittedly,
start
that will
over?
be
Yeah,
a result of your
clean
training and
slate, a
conditioning,
new
but
name, new memories. Choose your own legacy.
it's not enough to just give
It's
up.
for you to decide.
And yeah, he has the future.
It's up to you.
It's never all completely lost. Can't change the past, can change the future.
By the way, what is that?
Oh, not the movie. I at least meant the Netflix show. God, those
Dog
movies were
tags.
bad back then. It's really weird thinking they've turned around this much on comic book movies. They'll never do the same with video game ones though.
Anyone you know?
Assassin's Creed the movie no better than Super Mario
No,
Brothers the movie.
Never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name.
That was my
and
name on the
own
dog
life.
tags, by the way.
I'll find something worth passing on.
A little bit of wall breaking by Koji at the end there. That's why I asked your name at the start. Well, I was doing that kind of thing.
They taught me some good things too.
I know. Even
I know, it's kind of
here,
insulting.
All those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the
I do
word.
love this tune.
Even me.
Snake,
By the way,
what about Olga's
in
child?
fact, I'll
Don't
let this
worry, I'll
play out
find him.
first.
Count on it. As
Snake's
long
going
as
to
you
find
keep
Olga's
yourself
kid.
alive,
He just has to
he's
stay
safe.
alive, and the kid stays alive. That was the deal. They can be trusted, right?
Do you know where Liquid went?
Yep.
I put a transmitter on his
Jack the
way.
Ripper officially
Did he
no
head for
longer
the
my best man.
Patriots? Yeah.
It's probably for the
but
best.
have
I
a
don't think he
feeling
could do
they gave
a
Ocelot a bogus location to begin with.
So he's off the Christmas card list.
Cheer up. We
He's
have
on
a
the
better
shit
lead.
list. I have one hell of a shit list.
This contains the list of all the Patriots.
There we go.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
Good thing we were playing, yeah.
This virus is coded to destroy only
Also,
a
that
specific
dick
part
pouch
of
is so
GW,
predominant
namely
in
the
the armor.
information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
Exactly. If you have a program to get rid of
Analyze the code
information,
and
you
you
have
can
to know what the
probably find out
information
where
is
they
to get rid
operate.
of. Therefore,
Count me in.
No, you have things to do
ipso
first,
facto,
and people you need to talk to.
you got talking to do, Raiden. Hope you're looking forward to talking. I feel like I know who's going to be talking soon, and I don't like it. I don't like it. No! Oh, my hands are completely off the controller, Kasha. This is, for all intents and purposes, the game's over. Make no mistake about it. Well, it's also a question, isn't it, of how much of that end stuff was Rose? Because I think everything after he entered Arsenal was purely AI.
Snake?
There's Emma's bird,
wrong?
a parrot.
Nothing.
mushy songs too. It's not as bad as the codec conversations. It's shorter than all of them.
Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know.
It is as trashy though.
But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
Transform into bird form. Yeah, he's
See me for what I am, okay?
Snake is now the three-eyed snake. He can control. He can walk.
I know.
He has the power. That's what's going on. And the Patriots are in fact White Walkers. And Raiden is Queen Targaryen.
Do you remember this place?
Rides of Dragons, the Unburnt, Mother of Dragons, you know.
This is where we first met. I remember now.
Preggers.
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
This footage, of course, doesn't look as good as the game. Well, can't up-res video this kind so easily, so it's just kind of the original video stretched out for a larger screen, but
I think I
higher
found
resolution.
something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing.
Yeah, unlike
that
any of
goes
the
on.
snakes,
There are too many
Raiden
things
can have
that aren't
kids.
written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
This is, of course, the whole nature-nurture debate, which is
About the environment, our ideas, our
a real
culture,
interesting one.
poetry,
It's a real interesting one. It's nearly impossible to test
sorrow,
reliably.
joy.
Oh, he's going to go for a while.
Everything together.
Look at this New York.
Proposal?
This is for your ears.
It's all of the newest York. Not the old York. Trying to recognise this music. It is almost certainly, I think, going to be another thing that gets me content matched, like the end of Bayonetta with Fly Me to the Moon. Which unfortunately means the VOD ends up muted. Don't really know what I can do about that. So I guess now's the time to shout random profanities because it's going to auto-mute it and I'll be fine. Oh, that is 100% what it is though. Koji loves his little soapbox and his faux deep social narrative, but like I say, at the end of the day, he's also managing to get spot on with so many of it. Phil Lamar. Hang on. That's better.
On the streets below, and ask every child.
Again, this is very much one of those things that plays into that James Bond style aesthetic. Koji so wants to be a film producer. He wants to do a film. It's so obvious. So transparent.
I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend. I keep holding on till the end.
Turn that down a little bit again. We don't really need all of that. Yeah, this is what I mean when I say I'm kind of nervous what he's going to come out with this Death Stranding. The only people that have been holding him back all this time have been Konami, rightly or wrongly. They did still not hold him back maybe as much as they should have. People like to blame Konami for MGS5 not being completely finished, all the splits and everything afterwards, but at the same time, it's a game that should have been completed within a set time and budget. And yes, it's great to have high aspirations and keep pushing the barrier, really pushing concepts through there, expanding on things and ideas. But you still have to actually eventually get a game out the door. before it's cost you so much money and everyone's got on board of it, and like companies still need money coming in, even if they have a project that will eventually make them a profit. You still need that money coming in at the meantime, particularly when you have stuff like stockholders. And I'm not saying I agree with Konami's actions, obviously. It's one of those things, it's business. Business is business, unfortunately. They're in it to make money, and while I'm sure Koji is not short of money, yeah, very much just wants to tell his stories, do his thing, put his style out there, make his mark on the world. Much like the moral of that ending. So when he's now given his own company basically a blank check and free reign, and it's like, okay, do something, and it can't be Metal Gear because Konami still have the title, the license to it. They're putting out Metal Gear Survive, I think, this year, soon-ish. Some Metal Gear zombie game. It's going to be trash. I'm just going to completely ignore it. It'll be a hollow shell of what the Metal Gear series is. So it will have to be something new. Where he goes with it, I don't know if you've seen or followed Death Stranding, seen the trailer at all, but it looks like they're going with a whole Rapture theme, a post-Rapture world, with some 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse thing going on, and just a few people left in the world. Norman Reedus is a cool pull. I'm not sure having famous Hollywood actors really... I suppose he's Hollywood? Anyway, adds 2 things, but... Hey, Lemley! Welcome! Hello! How's it going? I don't know, as I say, I could just see him going off the deep end, and firstly, this game taking like 20 years to actually come out, if ever. Secondly, I could see it kind of causing more problems with his new employer, the people who's paying the bills, and 3, just how completely batshit crazy out there is the game going to. Is it just going to be a film, kind of like MGS4 for the most part is? I'm good, thank you. We're just finishing off MGS2 here, closing up shortly, I guess. Oh, that is what I was going to say earlier. We never watched it before at the start because it contains a lot of scenes from later in the game and it's kind of spoilery. But there's a trailer which plays on the opening roll, and I don't know, I love it. So we are at least going to watch that before we close up. But yeah, I'm good. I got a new toy recently, a little sound mixer board. And I'm still trying to get the balances on everything right, but it's been my new toy. Nothing expensive, but... So... yeah. Death Stranding. It's going to be a thing. I'm sure I'll play it. I'm quite confident anyway that I'll play it. But... we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I was having a look through like the upcoming games for this year, and nothing really stood out yet, to be honest. Sure there is stuff, but the first quarter at least of this year. Yeah, I had a look at the Stream Decks. I don't know how much use I'd get out of one, because all the scene switching stuff I already have like on hotkeys on the keyboard. Just the way I saw it, Stream Deck's kind of like a bonus add-on keyboard thing for... you add scripts onto it, don't you? I don't know, I didn't look into a whole lot of detail. I looked at the price fairly early on and I was like, eh. Not for me. They do look cool though. They do look cool. I'm sure I'm missing some fun hidden functionality. Oh well, yeah, I mean... that's half the bonus. If they stop pushing out, like last year was so good for games, for me personally. Like, if nothing else, between P5 and Nier. I'm still catching up on stuff. Like, there's still Neo. I really want to play Neo. I've had 0 hands-on with that so far. Oh, hang on.
Passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA.
I wish the mixer was a bit of an easier place is the only thing.
Speech,
I'm going to need to put things around because I have to like lean over the keyboard. Past the mic.
Felt. Anger. Joy and sorrow.
Cables.
These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch.
Happy? Question
and let our
mark
children
ending?
read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with.
Don't forget history. The truth about history.
The human race will probably come to an end sometime.
Try not to
and
repeat shit.
Species may rule over this planet. Earth
Like
may
squirrels.
be forever,
Squirrel overlords.
But we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can.
Snake's
Building the
actually
future
kind of...
and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Can't think of the word of it right now. It eludes me, but... Philosophical. But then Snake. Cake on the mind. Snake is essentially an extension of Kojima at this point, though. So, yeah.
Snake, you there? It's me.
But you're thinking of philanthropy.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Ooh.
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but
what?
they're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot it gave such detailed stats out there. I love my sweeties, don't knock me. It's not like... Crisp packets in particular seem to pick up really well. Maybe it's... I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the equalizer is on this mixer. But that crinkling just really picks out. Did he find the list without pissing himself? I just love that Emma wet herself as well. As if it's some kind of family trait. Which we may see more about that in future games. Or a future game. Does he wet himself in 4? What do I remember? He may do. So, yeah. Kill 37. Not the greatest stats, but... What? I don't even know how and what that specifically means, but I still feel like the game just trolled me. Basically, it gave me a middle finger there. It's like, get wrecked, scrub. Should probably not play this again. I'm an elephant. We got a digital camera to use in a tanker episode. Digital camera you can use in a plant episode. We get to save. There are quite a lot of interesting New Game Plus items you can get in these games. I think in this one, rather, you can get an infinity bandana that just gives you infinite ammo with all weapons. Which is kind of useful, obviously. There's also, at least in this one, I think in MGS1, probably the others, at least one of the others, there's optical camo, so you're completely invisible as you run around, but the enemies do still hear you, I think. They might be able to detect you, but obviously it gives you one hell of an advantage. I completely just forgot to let that trailer roll. Can I go back? I'm going to not press a button for a few minutes and hope that starts. And then before I go, we can watch that trailer, because I love that trailer. I believe it's the pre-release trailer that I remember. New Game Plus, one sitting. No, we have more Metal Gears to go on to, so I am off work next week. I've got a week off, so should almost certainly be able to do Metal Gear Mondays next week as well. Should be 6 o'clock. We'll be kicking off on MGS3. Snake Eater. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that song. That's that scene. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think this is the one. But yeah. I think it's fairly... I think it's a couple of minutes. I think it is a couple of minutes. So... it's another evening stream tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Carrying on, doing some more Old Hunters DLC in Bloodborne. Fairly sure this is the one. This is so turn of the century. Turn of the millennium. I love this tune though. I love this tune. Like, I've put this in when I'm walking or driving or something too many times. You just know Koji spent like 2 months just cutting and editing this. Does strike definitely like his big area of interest. Because what is a trailer except condensing the flashiness of the full thing, like be it film, album I guess as well, books, games, into one short condensable piece that you can sell to people as a concept. And Koji's like, we don't need story, we just need flashing images and style. Torsky, evening, hello and welcome. Welcome to the Strimstram. How are you? We pretty much... I'm just watching this trailer because I miss it. We just finished the game, unfortunately, and we are closing up soon. But if Metal Gear is your kind of thing, I'm trying to keep a regular Monday slot, 6 o'clock UK time. We're playing through the series, so we'll be kicking off MGS3 Snake Eater next Monday. But yeah, I didn't want to show this earlier because I couldn't remember how many spoilers were in it. No, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And I quite happily could play this game again, but we'll never finish the series if we play one game repeatedly. Maybe I'll loop round again? No promises on that though. I want to try and stay fresh on all the bits of story picked up throughout the series and try and piece it together. That being said, I'm only doing the main numbered games and Revengeance because I really like Revengeance. It's not related to the story really, obviously, but it's just a really fun game. But yeah. That was Metal Gear Solid 2, The Sons of Liberty. Knock that down a little bit. Should do it. It's kind of goofy. I'm tempted when I've finished 5 to go back and play the original Metal Gear Solid 1 on PlayStation, because I played the GameCube Twin Snakes remake this time round since I've never played it. But I think I missed out by never playing the original. There's something lost, maybe. But, yeah, you should definitely do it. I don't know, the stories are kind of fun and zany. And the Metal Gear Solid series does seem very... love it or hate it. I can't blame people when they get a bit tired of the melodramatics and just the excessively long dialogue scenes and exposition. But they're good games. And I'm particularly looking forward to redoing the gameplay of 5. The story was kind of sparse, but yeah, but I like the gameplay in 5 a lot. I don't know, it kind of got repetitive admittedly, but my kind of My kind of just chill out game. It is a damn good series though. Damn fun series as well. Yeah. Let's see who is live. See if we can throw a host on somebody. Pass on some love. Or even we could try a raid? I don't know. Damn it. Finishing. I'll find someone. I saw that pop-up Clutch. I will have a check at some point. I didn't want to click it right then. Oh, dude, you didn't have to do that. I was looking at that the other day, and I was trying to work out because I was looking on G2A and there were 2 different versions. Thank you very much, by the way. Hugely appreciated. Yeah, I suppose I should click the thing and immediately download this. Yeah, I had added it to my wish list. It was on my to buy list. Honestly, I was trying to work out, firstly, there we go. I may have been knocking my headphones out periodically. Oh. I still may be. I may need a new cable. I think I've knocked that. Oh. Fair enough, that explains it then. Yeah, I was looking at it and I was like, I'm sure I can get it cheaper than that, or even find the disc. Because I'm fairly sure, like in this drawer somewhere, I managed to find the disc for the original one. That's the old KOTOR 1. But I couldn't find the second one, and I felt sure I played it. And it's old enough that I would have had it on disc. But who knows where. I may have lent it to somebody. That's happened with so many games I've owned. I'll lend them and then forget who I've lent them to, and they forget to give them back, and it never gets seen. It doesn't like adding that to my library, but we'll see. We'll see. 4 discs. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Why does it sound kind of echoey? Am I? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I think I remember I had Baldur's Gate was a few. Icewind Dale may have been like 5. Yeah, I think it's that I've pulled a cable. I don't know. I think I've done something, or possibly it's just because there's no video game in the background. Because I can turn this up and I probably won't notice it as much. In fact, I should probably really do that. I'll sit here picking my nose. I don't know why my nose itches so much when I'm streaming. It's a bit of a weird one. Anyway, I'm getting hugely distracted. Thank you again, hugely, for the game. It's definitely 100% on the queue now. I guess I don't have an option. Don't know what we'll play that after. I don't honestly know which one I'll finish first at this rate. Bloodborne or Akami. Feels like more of a casual afternoon game. I tend to get more streams in of an afternoon as well. So that probably works out better. I haven't checked the how long to beat, but I imagine it's a sizable game. Probably about the same as Akami and Bloodborne, but I can't honestly remember. It's been a long time. I honestly don't know how much I remember about that game. I think I remember 1 a lot better. Who knows, it may turn out I've actually never played it and I'm just imagining it. We'll see. That would actually kind of be a pleasant surprise. Maybe I should play like the first 5 minutes and see if I remember any of it. I might do that tonight after stream. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to end it for now. I'm going to ramble on forever otherwise. So thank you everybody for coming by. Thank you for hosts, auto hosts and the like. It is always very much appreciated. Thanks for giving some company. From me, until now, until the next time, it is goodbye, and I'll catch you later.